Hey, what's up, folks? It's Duke here from GeoFolks. Today, a coworker has given us a task. They want us to subset this data set into this data set. Only problem is we don't have the actual spatial features. We have an Excel file with a matching ID, so not that long with just a matching ID, and they want us to send them the subset and the query data. So there's 341 data points within this data set. We need to pick them out of the original set, which also has around 10,000 values in it. So what can we do? We can look at the attribute table and try to select the features through there by looking at the object IDs that we have in common, and then manually going in and clicking using the mouse to select certain features, but that could take forever. Or we can select by attributes by going to the map tab and then select by attributes, and then creating a query by saying object ID is equal to 3 or whatever the number the ID is equal to, then changing this to or, then going again and then saying, okay, object ID is now equal to another number. But this also would take a ton of time. So I decided to ask Chat GPT a quick Python question and see what it came up with. Dear GPT, so today I want to know if I have an ID field in a standalone table, how do I take that ID field, get the values, and then create a selection or a definition query with that, or just get the values to create that query? So I gave GPT this prompt and it returned me this code. So now we're going to get into ArcGIS Pro and break this code down line by line. And I'll show you how this can be a huge time saver, especially when you're dealing with huge data sets that you needed to truncate or subset. And you can use this code to get the subset IDs into a format you need for a selection query or a definition query. So we'll go back into ChatGPT. And quick tip, if you can't see the full code, you can go to the scroll bar at the bottom and scroll across. We'll copy the code by going to the top right hand corner and clicking copy code. We'll go back into ArcGIS Pro. We'll go to analysis. We'll go to Python notebook. Okay, once we have it in there, we can just right click and then paste the code in. Okay, so now we have our code. We want to make sure we get our table in. So I'll remove this first line here because I don't need to set the workspace. I'll just be working from the data frame of the map here. I'll go back to the map and then I'll add data to the map. I'll go and find that folder that I know the table will be in. I'll select the table I want. And then now where the code says standalone table, I want to insert the name of the standalone table that I actually want to take the data from. So within the parentheses, you can delete where it says your standalone table, and then you can put the name of the table that we have below, or whatever your table is. And this will make a variable out of the table we just entered into the map data frame. Okay, so we'll open the table and check out and see the actual ID of what I want to look at. Then at the top, we'll go to standalone table. And this will allow us to look at the fields by going to fields. And then we can copy the name of the field by right click on it and keep clicking copy. And then within the parentheses, we can delete what's there and then click Control V to paste the field name we just copied in. So this line of code allows us to create a set. A set is one of the 4 fundamental data types Python can use to store collections of data. This line calls upon a search cursor to search through the table we just defined with the line of code above, and to search through the field that we just copied and pasted into this line. So this line effectively allows us to search through one field of a specific table line by line and to get each value, removing the duplicates. So in the third line, what we want to do is replace this XS_ID with the name of the field, and we want to amend the parentheses around the name of the field. And what this allows us to do is create an OR join. And this will allow us to join the title object ID with each of the values that we parse within the last line of code. And between those will be the word OR. And this will set us up for our definition query or our select by attributes query. And then for the last line, instead of using arcpy to select by attributes, I'll just print this query. And I'll print the query we just created by typing in print, and then within parentheses, I'll type query, which is the variable we just made in the line above. And then we can just copy all this data here by highlighting it all, by clicking it and dragging till we have it all highlighted, and then clicking copy. And then I can use that within ArcGIS Pro to either make definition queries or select by attribute queries. So we'll go back to the map. We'll right click on the feature we want to create a definition query for. We'll go down to properties. We'll go to definition query. And then we'll select SQL or SQL, and then we'll paste in that definition query we just created within Python, using Python within the notebook. Click apply and then click OK. And then I'll select the streams that we wanted to find. We can then go back to properties, remove the definition query by clicking the X here. And then we're back to seeing the full extent of data. We can then select by attributes a similar way. Go to maps, select by attributes, and then click the SQL tab. Okay, once we have that open, we can paste the SQL in. You can also edit this not in SQL format as well. If you hit that toggle switch again, you'll see it within the standard GUI format, and you can edit it there as well. Once we have that, we can click apply or OK. And then we see that same selection, but in selection format this time and not definition query. I hope this inspires some thoughts on how Python can be used to inspire data efficiency, because we just made a huge selection of 340 values. And doing that by hand would be tedious and painstaking. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content.